Oh my gosh! Are you seeing this new layout right now? I can't even handle how awesome it is. And really quick, let me not give you any misconceptions right now. I cannot take any of the credit for this new layout, okay? This is all thanks to the work of one of my subscribers, Jennifer Horner. Oh my gosh, it is, I really can't even handle it, alright? So here's the thing, right? I was talking to her in the comments of one of my videos, and, you know, she mentioned that the layout could be a bit better, and I told her, you know, I was thinking about, actually reworking it anyway. So, she ended up doing this, a layout for my channel just because, you know, I didn't ask her to do it. And I looked and I was like, that is actually really amazing. Can I use that? And she was like, yes, please do, you know? So, yeah, we've got a new layout now, and it's all thanks to her. So many thanks. So many thanks. I cannot even say thank you enough times for it to matter. I can't do it, you know? But thank you all the same. Anyway, all right, let's take a look at the teams really quick, all right? So I'm running the same team that I've been, you know, the one built around Aegislash, and my opponent on the other hand, Hjalte, he is running Excadrill, he's running Goodra, he's running Gardevoir, Dragonite, Talonflame, and Swampert. So he has some serious power on his side of the field, you know? Excadrill, for one thing, you know, get rid of those hazards, it can be fast. I've been surprised, you know, by Choice Scarf Excadrill too many times. And Gardevoir, Dragonite, Talonflame, all of them, you know, it's just so much power on his side of the field. So we're just gonna see how I fare about this. All right, let's go. All right, Hjalte's coming out to play. Now, he's gonna lead off with Sapphire the Swampert, and I'm gonna lead with my Thundurus Lakitu. Now, I don't really have much for this Swampert, so I'm gonna go for the Toxic here just so I can get some residual damage off on this thing and put it on a timer, you know? He's actually gonna go for that Avalanche there, so that makes me very happy that I went for the Toxic as opposed to an attack, because if I had attacked him, I would not have survived that Avalanche whatsoever. So, he's going to take that poison damage. I'm just going to switch out here. I'm going to go out into the Songbird, my Skarmory, because I figure, for one thing, I can take anything that this Swampert wants to go for. He can either stay in and try and do damage, which is not going to work out too well for him, or he can switch out. And, you know, either way, regardless of what he does, I'm going to get my rocks up. So, I am in a solid position right here. So, he's gonna withdraw just like I thought, and he's gonna go out into Radioactive his Goodra. Now, here's the thing really quick. I've got alarm bells going off in my head at this point because I figure that these things, they usually carry either Flamethrower or Fire Blast or something like that, and I want no part of letting Songbird get hit by a fire move right now. So I'm going to switch straight out, and I'm going to go out into Ribbons my Sylveon, because I know that Sylveon can take anything that this Goodra wants to go for. Sure enough, he goes for the Flamethrower, and I mean, look at that. That's a crit, and it did nothing. So, yeah, I figure he's probably going to switch because he can't do anything to me. So I'm going to switch, preempting that, and I'm going to go out into my Doom Dragon. Now, there it is, but that turns out to be an awful play because he's just going to switch up moves and go for the Ice Beam there, and he's going to get the Freeze. So, yeah, that turned out to be pretty bad. Now, I'm just going to switch out, and I'm going to go straight back into Ribbons because I'm thinking, hey, I can still take anything this Goodra wants to go for, and there's the Ice Beam. That's going to do all of no damage, and yeah, I'm just going to be able to go for the Heal Bell once he withdraws. He's going to withdraw now because he can't do anything, just like I said before. Either way, though, the Whack-A-Mole comes out, and I am just going to go for that Heal Bell because that way I can thaw out one of my main attackers on this team. You know, so there it is. Doom Dragon thaws out. I'm just going to get that Leftovers recovery, and at this point, I'm just going to go for the Protect so I can just scout him out and see what he wants to do. there's the protect, and we're going to see in a second he is going to go for that earthquake. Now, I figure, hey, if he's going to go for another earthquake, then I can switch out, go into the Doom Dragon, so I'm making more predictions with my Doom Dragon. I'm going to go into the Doom Dragon, and hopefully I can just not get hit by a move. He switches it up and goes for the Rapid Spin, though, which doesn't really matter all that much. I'm not going to take any damage from that, really. And he's going to switch out at this point because since I'm thawed, I can just completely wreck that thing's world. But he's going to go out into Radioactive. Radioactive is not going to take any damage from this flamethrower. From this Fire Blast, excuse me. And I'm just going to have to switch out here because, hey, I can't do anything to the Goodra. So, I go back out into Ribbons now. He's going to go for that Ice Beam, which is a solid play, but it's not really, it doesn't matter. I'm not going to let my Hydreigon, my Doom Dragon, I'm not going to let it get hit by another Ice Beam. So, he's going to withdraw because he can't do anything to my Sylveon. He's going to go out into Sapphire. And Sapphire is going to take this Hyper Voice on the Switch. So, you can keep that. That is a gift. That's just for you. He's, I can't really do much to this thing. I mean, sure, I could go for the Hyper Voice again, but we're actually in a speed tie right now, and I don't want to find out who wins. So I'm going to protect here, excuse me again, and he's going to go for that Earthquake. Now, that is just fine, because I'm going to get some Leftovers recovery back. He's going to do the same, but he's going to lose health because of the Toxic. And now I'm going to switch out because there's absolutely nothing that I can do to survive if I lose the speed tie. So I'm going to go out into Songbird, who I know is going to survive anything that this thing wants to go for. And sure enough, that does all of nothing. Now the rocks were gone, because of Whack-A-Mole. So that's one of my priorities since Songbird is back. I want my rocks back on the field. Now, he is going to withdraw here. He's going to go straight back into Whack-A-Mole just like before. Whack-A-Mole is going to break the mold just like before, still floating on that air balloon. But I am just going to set the rocks back up, which honestly doesn't really matter all that much because he's in. I figure he's probably just going to go for the Rapid Spin straight off the bat, so I'm going to switch out here and go back out into the Doom Dragon really quick as he sets up this Swords Dance. So that is not exactly what I was expecting. Either way, though, I'm just going to go for this Fire Blast because since I am Choice Scarfed, I am definitely going to outspeed and take that thing out. So I'm very glad that thing is down, and I'm glad to have it out of the way. That means the rocks are here to stay as he comes out with his Mockingjay. So now I'm going to switch out and go out into my Songbird really quick, and that may be a questionable play, but I figure, hey, I can survive at least one attack today. I'm just off on a rhyming tangent right now. But, yeah, either way, I did it again. Either way, though, so there it is. He's going to go for that Flare Blitz. He's going to go for that Flare Blitz, and it's not going to kill me, but it's going to do some damage. I'm going to go for the Brave Bird, and that is going to do some solid damage, too. I'm going to take this Recoil, and at 12 HP, I figure, hey, I am not going to be tanking anything else in this match, so I'm just going to leave it in for dead. Let the Mockingjay, the Talonflame, let it take whatever recoil damage it wants. I'm going to go out in just a second into Lakitu here, and Lakitu now is gonna scare him away, apparently. Now, I was just gonna go for the Thunder Wave, hoping that my priority would outspeed his. But he doesn't want to find out and goes out into Sapphire. Now, I was actually surprised by that play because I figured, it's not gonna be able to come back. The rocks are gone for the rocks are here for the rest of the match. So that thing is all but dead by switching it out. but since he's in with the Swampert now, I'm just going to go for the hidden power, and that's not going to do enough damage, but he is going to go for this waterfall, and that is definitely going to take me out. So Lakitu goes down here, and yeah, I've got to switch in. I'm going to come back in just a second here with my Aegislash after he takes that poison damage. Now, I was very surprised because he didn't go down. He must have survived on like 1 HP, and so I'm just going to go for the Shadow Sneak here, and that is going to take the Swampert out. Now, he's gonna come out into Braveheart really quick, and I'm thinking, okay, Aegislash Mind Games. He's gonna Dragon Dance, predicting me to King's Shield, and I am not going to King's Shield, predicting his Dragon Dance. So instead, I go for the Shadow Ball and get some pretty solid damage off on that thing. Now, this is where I'm going to King's Shield, and he's gonna go for that Earthquake. Now, that's just fine, you know, I'm not going to take any damage from that. And this is going to seem like a misplay here because I go for the second King's Shield. It fails, and he goes for the Earthquake. Now here's the thing, I was hoping, I'm not sure, I didn't calc it, but I was hoping that I would be able to survive the Earthquake and activate my weakness policy, but he gets the crit, so we don't get to find out anyway. Either way though, I'm going to go out into Agrabah, and I am very much hoping that he doesn't have weakness policy. I'm hoping that he doesn't have extreme speed, because if he does, I'm in a serious predicament. Now, if he has it, he doesn't go for it, so I outspeed and take him down, so I'm very glad to have that thing out of the way. Now, he comes into Trixie here, and for a second, I was worried. I was very worried, because I was like, because it traced the pure power. But then I remembered though that only affects physical moves, so it doesn't matter. And either way, he megas as I go for this bullet punch. That is going to do monstrous damage, but not enough to take it out. He's going to return fire with that Moonblast, and that is definitely going to one-shot my Agrabah. So you can go to sleep and enjoy your Arabian Nights. Either way though, I'm going to come back out with Ribbons. I know that I can tank anything this thing wants to go for, and sure enough, I do survive the Moonblast. I'm going to return fire with my Hyper Voice, and that is going to take Gardevoir, that's going to take Trixie out, and yeah, at this point the match is done because, oh wait, excuse me, no, that's not the case. He's got to come back in with Radioactive first, his Goodra. Goodra's going to go for the Ice Beam, but that's not going to do anything to me. I'm going to go for this Wish here just to be safe. Just to be safe, because I don't know what's going to happen here. Regardless, I'm not going to Protect Stall him because I don't see the point in that. But maybe I should have, because he actually gets the freeze again. He gets the freeze again, but luckily I get that first turn thaw, and I go for this Hyper Voice. That is going to do solid damage. It's about a 3-hit kill. And so yeah, I'm just going to keep on going for Hyper Voice because, hey, I am not taking much damage from this Goodra. So Hyper Voice all day. Hyper Voice is here to stay. We're just gonna keep on rhyming today. That's what we're gonna do all day, every day. This is poetry session with RGR. That's what's going on. Anyway, so yeah, here comes another Hyper Voice. That third one, that is going to take the Goodra out. So very glad to have that thing out of the way. Now he is going to come back with the Mockingjay, and that's going to be the game, really, because that thing is going to come out. Here it is, get dashed on those rocks, and there it is. The Mockingjay faints, goes down. No more Girl on Fire. So there you have it. That's the game, everyone. The match ends in my favor. If you enjoyed, please be sure to leave a like and subscribe, because I'm definitely going to keep on bringing you these videos. I enjoy making them, and I certainly hope you enjoy watching them. Also, one more time, big thanks to Jennifer Horner for the new layout. This I can't even. I know I've said it already, but I cannot say thank you enough times for this. It is crazy. Alright? Anyway, I'm done here. I'll catch you guys in the next video. Have a good one.